Local Spot kicking off National Poetry Month with a powerful and diverse lineup of poets to celebrate the importance of poetry to our culture.
Yes, indeed. And Dina here now with a guest to give us a preview of tomorrow's big event. Hey, Dina.
Yes, good morning to all of you. Oh, is my
Not standing by.
There was a little cord issue. There we go. We're good. Okay. All right. First of all, so good morning to all of you. This is such an exciting day, not only because we finally get to have guests back in the studio, but we are joined by the Sacramento Poet Laureate.
Cool.
And this is Andru Defeye. And you, my friend, so what does it mean for you to be in this position? What exactly do you get to do in this role?
It is my life's dream and just the thing I'm the most proud of in the world. I get to be the city's official poet and advocate for all of the poets and all of the arts out here in Sacramento.
Wow.
And that is a big responsibility, I can imagine. But you also talked about your age and that typically this role is reserved for people who are a little bit more established in life.
Yeah.
Not so for you.
Yeah, I'm the youngest in Sacramento history.
Yes.
I was 35 in 2020 when I got it. So y'all could do the math on that.
And so you're actually going to be speaking at a big event tomorrow, along with a lot of other people who are really just deep in the poetry world and in trying to make sure that culture is so represented here. So what exactly is happening tomorrow?
Absolutely. We are kicking off National Poetry Month with the California, not one, not two, but three poet laureates.
Yes.
We've got the California State Poet Laureate, Lee Herrick. We've got the Stockton Poet Laureate, Tama Brisbane, and myself, and we will have a bunch of other special guests from around the city of all ages, multicultural, multi-generational poetry, and that's at the Sacramento Poetry Center.
Okay, and what is really the goal of holding an event like this?
Really to showcase Sacramento and what Sacramento looks like and the talent and the power of poetry.
Yeah.
You know, poetry really saves lives out here. So, you know, we want to kick off an entire month of celebrating the power of poetry.
Absolutely. And you were saying earlier today to me that there was actually a teacher who you worked with when you were, what, 13 years old, and that's how you got introduced to it?
So I got introduced to poetry around 13 years old, and then at 17 I had a teacher named Virgil Doogie. What's up, Mr. Doogie? And he really introduced me to poetry and showed me what I was doing and what I was writing was poetry. So the teachers out there, you can really change someone's entire life and trajectory, because I wouldn't be here without him.
Wow, it's amazing. It just is amazing. And, you know, I think with the inauguration back in 2021, Amanda Gorman's The Hill We Climb, for a lot of people who maybe weren't as, you know, I guess exposed to poetry and the impacts it can have, for a lot of people that was a turning point. And for you, you get to do this and you get to talk about yourself, you get to talk about other people, you get to talk about the emotions you see and interpretations. What's maybe one of the most recent poems that you've written?
You know, one of the most recent poems is called You Are Enough, and it's really, I looked at a lot of people who were struggling with that feeling that they weren't enough, right? And wanted to really give them that feeling and that empowerment and that upliftment that you really are enough.
Yes. I love it, and I'm so inspired by you. Thank you so much for sharing your truth and your experience in this realm with us. We're so happy to be able to showcase what's happening. So again, the big event is going to be tomorrow, right? It's going to be April 1st, 2 to 5, Sacramento Poetry Center. It's free for all ages. Andru, thank you so much for joining us, and we are just so grateful that you are here in our community. I was saying maybe he can write a little celebratory poem in honor of the Kings.
Yes.
Call me.
Yeah, imagine him at halftime.
I'm here.
At one of the playoff
ready
games.
for it.
That
Like the
would be
beam.
awesome.
Light the beam! And you want to give a shout out to your fam, because you've been watching this show for a long time.
Absolutely. My mother and father have been watching this show forever, and they're going to be so excited that I get to be on air on Good Day Sacramento. So, hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Oh, we love it.
Hi, Mom and Dad.
All right, Andru, thank you so much for joining us. All
Absolutely.
right, back over to you guys.
That's great.
Thanks, Dina.